Good morning, watch fans. This is Big Jim with the big giant 8.5-inch wrist, and today we're talking about what I want in a perfect watch. I made a list. Here it is. 10 things I want in a perfect watch. You know, they're pretty basic. It still's 10 things, and it literally can rate a watch from 1 to 10 in under a minute. So here goes the number. I put them in also in order of importance. Number one is the wow factor. I have to look at a watch and go, wow, look at that puppy. Blue and shiny and amazing bracelet, really good clasp. You know, this watch is a 9 out of 10. Anybody know why it's not a 10 out of 10? The list tells it all. Tell you why. Right there, man. No date. For me, a perfect everyday watch has to have a date. But most of my watches are 9s out of 10s. They're just fantastic watches that have one thing wrong. I'd rather be missing one thing than have something I hate, like a cyclops. So, nothing here is a cyclops, or Mercedes hands. Both I just can't stand for some reason. The wow factor also includes fit and finish. You know, it includes this general overall size. It's got to be 39 millimeters to about 41 or 42. Should be less than 50 across, lug to lug. You know, brush links, those kind of things. So, another huge thing, it's got to be accurate. It's got to be accurate. Accurate, you know, quartz watches are crazy accurate. Every watch here is within 5 seconds. The divers even are, you know, it actually says next one is not a diver. So those actually can't be perfect. If I wanted a diver, if I didn't care about, you know, the bezel, those two watches would be perfect. They're accurate. They fit beautifully. They're within the size specs. They're gorgeous, fantastic bracelets. You know, this is the Seiko Samurai Save the Ocean, and this is a modified SKX. And I'm okay with a modified watch. You know, if I wanted the perfect watch as a diver, these two and many others, NTH, Zelos, you know, there's too many to name. Christopher Ward comes to mind. They all make date-only beautiful watches that are divers. You know, these, for me, are the reason why I only have two divers right here. You know, a black and a blue, snowflake, and a regular hands. This is an unmodified Seiko Save the Ocean, basically unmodified Save the Ocean. It only has a hexad bracelet, which puts it at another level. The Seiko bracelet's okay if you like stamped. It fits great, but really, hexad's the way to go. So this is a 007 with the NH35 movement and a ghost position. It's fine, doesn't bother me in the least. It's great watches, both of them, but they're divers. So these watches can never be higher than 9 out of 10. And they are everything else. They're accurate, they're comfortable, they've got the wow factor. So, that's 3, not a diver. These 5 up front are all very, very close. Screw down crowns. Screw down crown, screw down crown, screw down crown, screw down crown, screw down crown. These, of course, being quartz. They're 200-meter water resistant and bulletproof. Casio G-Shocks, they don't need screw down crowns, so it's not necessary for them. No cyclops on the date. Everything here has a date except for these two. You know, no dates, but everything else is perfect. Great bracelets. You know, they both have great bracelets. They're both super comfortable. They're both crazy reliable. These are 2 of my favorite watches. In fact, I actually have 2 of these. I have this in blue. Also, I have this on the blue, but I have it on a blue bracelet because on a blue strap, it looks fantastic on a blue strap. But this is also crazy reliable, crazy accurate, crazy comfortable. The Tudor and the Rolex both have the wow factor. This is a Long Island Islander pilot watch, and this has almost everything. You know, let me get it wound up for you folks. It has screw down crown. It has a date complication that's easy to use. You know. It has, in my opinion, it has the wow factor because it has the brushed everything. I love the dial. It's got very good lume. It has everything, but again, it doesn't have a bracelet option. If it had a great bracelet, then I think it would be a 10 out of 10. Very close. and very reasonable at 200 bucks. Again, Long Island watch, Islander pilot watch. So, no cyclops on the date, really important. No Mercedes hands must have lume. That is number 6. Everything here has good lume. Let me check. Yes, the Casios have the weakest lume, but they'll last a couple hours. You know, if you're actually in the water and it's dim out, the hands stick out nicely. You know, and they have a backlight. Those the Casios have an advantage there. They don't have a backlight. Everything else has a really good lume. In fact, when I did my lume wars, the Tudor won overall, but the Samurai and the Samurai and the 007 back there, they both did extremely well. So I like stainless. I like titanium. You know, everything here is stainless. So, you know, I don't care about black or color. The color is fine. Black or stainless color is fine. Titanium is a fantastic solution because some of these watches can get really heavy. I have this on order in titanium bracelet for it, but it's not here yet. So if it ever gets here, I'll put it on there. You know, the bracelet, brush length, fold over clasp. There are no butterfly clasps here. There are no deployment clasps here. They're all essentially regular fold over clasps. You know, Casio's combi bracelet. It's kind of cheap and flimsy, but wow, look how comfortable it is, you know? And this is, you know, with the combi, this is less than 300 bucks. You buy the watch, you buy the combi, you stick it under. I bought an aftermarket bezel, but the plastic bezel looks the same. It's just, you know, it's just plastic. This is the stainless steel, painted stainless steel. It's not, you know, it's not DLC coated or anything fancy like that. So, but you know, it's still a fantastic bracelet, which is what this is. This one, number 8, is about the bracelet. The combi bracelet, in my opinion, is the best budget bracelet on the market. If you can get a watch to fit it, it's a fantastic bracelet. You know, this is a standard stainless steel copy of the Casio stainless steel bracelet. This one has milled, you know, has a milled clasp. Most of the Casios have a stamp clasp, but this is the milled Chinese bracelet, and it's fantastic. It is so nice. I have a couple of high-end Casio bracelets, but I prefer the round heads over the squares. Has the perfect watch. I have 4 squares. I have 3 squares, but you know, for my perfect watch would be round. You know, that's also part of the wow factor. Simple blue or simple black. Everything here is blue and black, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Under 5K. Some of these watches are way under 5K. Way under 5K. You know, you can buy this watch for 200 bucks today. You can buy, it's plastic on plastic, resin on resin. You can buy this watch for 150 bucks, and you can buy the parts to make those watches for another 100 bucks. So you're 250, 300 bucks, and you got yourself what I consider a great watch. Out of the box, this is probably the best deal on the table right here. They make this on a Pilot. They make it in a diver's watch. You know, great lume, just an overall great watch. You know, if you got 200 bucks to spend it with Mark. You know, at Long Island Watch. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Nice case back. So see, it says Island Watch. Really, the Islander series of watches from Long Island Watch. Really nice. If it had a great bracelet, we would have a winner, folks. So, what do I think is the perfect watch? Well, I have a list that I'll include here. There's 4 or 5 watches out there. Number 1 on the list would have to be the Tudor North Flag. Integrated bracelet, lume, a date. It's beautiful, it's super reliable, 7 years of power reserve. It has it has it all. It has a great bracelet. I don't think there's anything wrong with that watch whatsoever. It's 3,500 bucks right now. Very hard to come by. Another one high on the list is the Zenith Defy Classic in blue. You know, they have a bunch of versions, but I like the plain blue one. My one caveat, it's again a butterfly bracelet. But I understand that's a fantastic butterfly bracelet. I'm willing to at least try it on. I'm trying to find one here locally in Las Vegas to actually physically put one on. Same thing with the Aquaterra. It hits every single clip. It hits them all. It hits 9 out of 10. Aquaterra has a butterfly bracelet, but I understand it is the best butterfly bracelet you can buy, period. So there are a couple of Omega boutiques here in Las Vegas, and I'm going to wander down there this week and try a couple of those watches on, see how they are. Because, you know, if it fits, If it fits, it sits on the wrist. Plain and simple. I'm hoping. I love it. I love the bracelet. I know I love the watch. Uh, I've seen it on leather. There's a guy. I live on a golf course here in Las Vegas, and I was at the clubhouse one day getting a drink, and I don't play golf, but there was a guy there with an Alcantara on his wrist. That Tiger Woods green thing, I recognized it, and he was having a beer, and he had it on black leather, and a beautiful watch, great size, 41 millimeters. I think it's 41 and a half actually. Beautiful watch. So that's my idea of the perfect watch, and I'm on the hunt. Those three watches, the North Flag, the Aquaterra Skyfall Edition, and the Zenithify Classic are the 1, 2, and 3 watches on my list currently that I consider the perfect watch. If I can try them on first, obviously. The North Flag on paper is the only one that's absolutely perfect. It has everything going for it. I know the NTH and Christopher Ward both make a non-diver that I think is NTH. I know it's Christopher Ward makes a non-diver dark blue large. I'll put a picture here of it. It's a pretty nice watch. I'm not sure I'm sold on the dial itself. It looks too much like the Orient Bambino. And I like the watch, I like the Bambino, but boy did it scratch easy. So I need to look at that watch closer. Christopher Ward's about $500, $600 for that watch, not too bad at all. On this table, anybody know what's a 10 out of 10? Anybody take a wild guess? There's only 2 of them on the table that are 10 out of 10. And both of them are the least expensive watches on the table. Both of these are 10 out of 10. They have the wow factor. On these bracelets, the way they are currently, lots of wow factor. They're the most accurate watches on the table at plus or minus 1 second for, 1 second every 2 days, 15 seconds a month being quartz. Both are not divers, technically not divers, there's no bezel. That's why my problem with the diver is the bezel. I don't really care for it. These can be used as divers, these are great divers, fantastic dive watches. With the backlight, they make it one of the best dive watches you can put on your wrist. But they're not divers, so they're in the market. They don't need screw-down crowns, but they are over 100-meter water resist. No cyclops on the date. The date is right there. You can see the date, 9/18. So they're not synced for time-wise. No, they're not synced, are they, for time-wise? I didn't realize that. I have to fix that. No Mercedes hands, of course. These are just regular sword hands. Both are stainless. Both are on brushed links, fold-over clasps. See that? Brushed links, fold-over clasps. Great clasps on both of them. Simple blue or black dials. These are black, so they're fine. This is technically a dark gray, but it's close enough. I'm happy with it. And they're both way under 5K. So these watches are 10 out of 10, if you can believe it. And I do wear them a lot. They are my 2 most worn G-Shocks. And I have a black G-Shock titanium. The titanium is a better watch, no doubt about it. But the big glaring difference is it doesn't have hands. I really like hands. I love hands. I like digital too, and I have a few of them. But, for the perfect watch, I think it has to have hands. So this is a 9 out of 10 again, 9 out of 10. Doesn't have hands. Still a great watch, fantastic. Best clasp in the market, best bracelet for a digital watch I've ever had. No hands. So, what are you going to do? It's 9 out of 10. This $300 watch is 10 out of 10. This $300 watch is also 10 out of 10. So, what are you going to do? I did find 2 of the perfect watches, but I really kind of want to get a high-end automatic, or even a better automatic. I want to find an automatic that I just go, oh my God, I have to have that watch. So, I'll keep looking. I haven't given up yet. And I want someone to comment below on what their list of what makes their watches the best. What do you look for? What do you want? I know most guys want divers, but tell me what else you want. Fit, size, style, color, movement, hands. Tell me what you like. All right, if you like what I have to say and what I have to do, please tell a friend and have a great day.